one of their favorite Mexican restaurants. This is gonna be an exciting day. You ready for some grape juice? I'm not gonna tell you what I thought you said, but you have to disconnect your dolly.
I'm not a fan of that one.
Model T Ford, and then there was a camper too, didn't she?
Teardrop camper.
She's a little party animal. The guy restored that and this little camper as well. Oh, we're going. 3.5 hour wait, so they just closed it off.
Oh my, you need to taste this.
You can get your tickets if you want to do the wine tasting first.
Oh, they're gonna love the row, it's beautiful. Do you want 1 or 2 bottles?
What did you just do? We were just getting ready to leave and we had a couple closed.
And sold out.
Had to stop for that.
Met a couple followers, actually 3 if you count their little girl, Lainey. A few weeks ago when we were in Cottonwood. Seen them a couple times since then, and they invited us out to eat at their favorite, or one of their favorite Mexican restaurants tonight.
We love Mexican food.
Oh yes we do. In Riverside, California. So we are taking off here. We just got through with work and heading up to Riverside. Just about an hour drive. Steve and Jen and their little girl Lainey, they're from Tuck and Roll RV Livin. You can find them on Instagram. And did we just pass Mike and Kathy's place?
I don't know. I get lost in here.
A couple other followers that we've become friends with are here in the RV resort that we're in now at Wilderness Lakes, Thousand Trails. That's Mike and Kathy. Hopefully we're going to get a chance to go do something with them too here before we leave. Tomorrow, I think we're going to try to hit a bunch of harvest hosts, vineyards, wineries.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Laguna Vista Drive.
Like me some wine.
You like you some wine? There is a slew of them around this area, around Temecula. We'll get a good idea by driving through to see which ones are for big rigs or which ones are worthy to go to.
They go themselves, but they never get any extras.
We're gonna do a little Harvest Host tour today with Steve, Jen, and Lainey. This is gonna be an exciting day. Right, Lainey?
No? On second thought, let's get our car back.
Pretty out here, isn't it?
Yeah, look at the little grapes.
Put your shoes on.
The little grapes.
Oh, aren't they cute? You ready for some grape juice?
I used to answer, dude.
Yeah. Like your hitch cover. Tuck and Roll RV Livin on Instagram.
On Instagram. When I was in the military, I was over in Spain, and I was in charge of the rec hall. So I was in charge of doing like activities and stuff like that. So I was also DJ, because I used to DJ when I was in high school. You know, I always had this gallon of Kool-Aid
We had
mixed
what?
up.
Gallon of
Gallon of Kool-Aid.
I'm not gonna tell you what I thought you said, but
So I'm
out here. As you can see, the drive is a straight drive straight up, so that would be easy even for some big rigs. Now, as far as parking, the guy said that the RV parking is out back. Well, as you can see, this is out back. You'd have to back into this area right here, or it looks like there might be a space right here that they would make room for you. So as far as RV parking, there's really not a lot of space here. I'm guessing that they would allow you to back into this area as well, but this looks like this spot was made for somebody to back up because it stops right down there. If you do come here early enough or late enough, it might not be so bad, because you could pull up here and then back into that spot, and it would make it easy for leaving. The only problem is you'd have to disconnect if you're pulling a tow, because that's really probably only long enough, I'm guessing, for about 40 foot backed all the way in, and your front end sticking right there to the edge. And you'd have to disconnect your dolly or your tow vehicle and park it separately. And yeah, so we're gonna head on to our next stop. Party poodle. You like to party?
He does, just like her mama.
He's in the right place.
Is this your first time here? Yes. Oh, nice. Where are you from?
Were you going to share any of these, or is it just yours?
These are not all mine.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Are they yours?
Not mine.
No. What did she say that was inside here?
That Model T Ford.
Model T Ford, and then there was a camper too, didn't she?
Teardrop camper.
Teardrop camper inside too. We're going to check that out here in a little bit. First, our Kool-Aid.
This is a Zinfandel, right?
Zinfandel, yeah.
I'm not a fan of that one. I like Petite Syrahs because they are very dry.
That one did something to one of my eyes.
They're very...
This here is Jazzy. She's a little party animal. Literally.
You're a sweet little girl, aren't you, Jazzy? Huh? Yes, you are. Sweetie.
So, this is a place that we'd recommend coming to. This is really easy in and easy out for a big rig. They said that they're going to put some pavers up here in this area. So this is all going to be all pavers, and you can actually put your name on a paver if you'd like to. Not every day you see a 1929 Model A. I believe she said the guy restored that and this little camper as well. Oh, look. Jazzy's little friend is inside the camper. You got your coconut cream?
I assume we want to use my phone for GPS.
Yeah.
This is where we're going, right?
Yep. Have you noticed that the vineyards around the Temecula area, since Temecula is kind of a touristy wine country,
Yeah.
the small vineyards, they need the business. They can't really compete, so they have joined Harvest Host. Most places around the country that are not so touristy around the vineyard areas, that's quite different. That was kind of interesting because we haven't really experienced that yet.
And this one we were recommended by Steve and Jen.
I was just going to say that. We're going to go back down there, check that out, and the pie place.
Maybe. See. If we have time.
Figured she'd say, oh, we're going. All right, well, let's get out of here, get a little drone shot, and get on our way.
Okay, we're gonna go the quickest route, right? For time.
Sure.
Okay.
I think we're in for a treat here today.
This looks really cool.
I've never been to a winery, vineyard, anything quite this magnitude before. They have a, what do you call it, a little shuttle that comes around and picks people up because you have to park so far away because there's so many parking lots with so many people. It's supposed to have good food here too. It's really crowded. Did I say it looked crowded?
And we hear the wine is excellent. So. Thanks, Jen.
But no, not a Harvest Host. And I can see why, because this place is so packed. For one, there would be no place for any RVs to park.
Yeah.
And we'd probably get a lot of RVs. Everybody would be wanting to come here.
We did see somebody parked back there, though. Did you see that?
An RV?
Yeah, it was
Probably,
a little...
I'm sure you can come in here for a day.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though.
Yeah,
It's a little
just not overnight.
travel trailer.
Thank you. Do you know where you're headed?
The restaurant.
Restaurant? Okay. And you know where it's at?
Nope. I feel like we're in like a vineyard amusement park.
Stay the night, oh, miss your flight. Walk through the rain with me. Get soaked to the skin, feel free. Shut the world out. Let's hang out.
So the wait for the food at that place back there was over 3.5 hours, she said?
Right, so they basically closed it off for anybody else coming in.
Wow. And what time is it? 12:30. 3.5 hour wait, so they just closed it off. But they have another bar and grill here where we can get some food. What do you have, Michelle?
Oh my, you need to taste this.
What is it?
It's really good.
What's it called?
Ultimate, but it's, I don't even remember now what she said. It's a wine slushie.
That's good.
That's dangerous.
I'll be back.
And nothing's gonna make me look away.
Well, since we couldn't eat at the restaurant, we had to eat at the grill. And it looks good, but kind of small portion.
You got more than
It's called a poke bowl.
You got more than me.
I did? You want mine?
Save a kiss, pretty please. Try to reminisce over me.
Poke bowl wasn't too bad.
It's pretty good.
Just wasn't a lot of food, but
Right. Good.
since I got mine gluten-free, they didn't put the noodles in, but they gave extra poke, extra fish.
I'd say that was
Made
a
it
good
good.
snack.
Yeah. We got a couple big buildings here that are both, looks like they're both 2 levels. We're gonna go take a look at, see what they've got.
The whole room lit up with warm, sunny rays. Tonight we'll turn minutes into days. And nothing's gonna make me look away.
This may or may not be true.
Tonight we'll turn minutes into days. Tonight we'll turn minutes however we end.
apparently when you get here, you have to get in this line by the front to get tickets in order to do the wine tasting.
We did not know that.
No, but we were hungry, so we wanted to skip and go to the food anyway. But just so you know, you can get your tickets if you want to do the wine tasting first. I think we're going to do a flight.
Well, we'll see what
Try it out.
we don't know. We've never been here, so we'll see what we're doing.
I think she's going to do a flight. We got our ticket, and now we got our chauffeur. She's not driving us anywhere. She's still a chauffeur.
You'll follow them until you get a server.
Next, we get in line here inside, and a host, not a chauffeur, a host, will come and pick you up. So we're working our way. We are second in line now. Busy place.
Oh, they're gonna love the row. It's beautiful.
Oh, cool. This is a sparkling wine.
What they're known for.
Almond. Yeah.
Very good. You want 1 or 2 bottles?
What did you just do?
I don't know. Did I just do 1 or 2?
Yeah. Try
We want 1 or 2.
Okay. Michelle says I'm always squinty without my sunglasses.
Squinty. He never
Am I
wants to put
squinty?
his sunglasses on.
Okay. Never mind. But anyway, we were just getting ready to leave, and we had a couple wanting
So funny.
to take a picture of us.
Who are
And
trash,
this poor girl, I gave her my phone. I'm surprised the phone didn't break because she about fell. Yeah, I wish we could have got that on video. Really sorry we did not, but that was hilarious.
That's what she said.
So now we're gonna go back to that place we saw yesterday. It had
pie
a
place?
massive line when we drove by for pie.
We're hoping they're
It's
open.
gotta be good. And she's gonna tell us if it is.
Yes.
There's a McLaren. Just saying. I might be willing to give up the RV for a McLaren.
Honey, wake up. You're dreaming.
We went down to the pie place at Julian, what was it, Julian
Pie Company.
Pie Company.
That was almost like a bad experience.
It was. We're not saying it isn't any good because we don't know yet. We called ahead of time, and it was a little over an hour. We get there, and they said, and it has a sign on the door that they're closed.
And sold out.
Sold out. On the side of the building, they had a little walk-up window for frozen pies only. So you have to basically take and bake.
Yeah.
So we had to settle for what they had. They had 3 flavors left, and we had to settle.
Yeah.
So Michelle has a whole pie.
Not gluten-free either.
You may not recognize her next week.
Yeah. So he's going to have some, as much as he can. Just to fill him.
Yeah,
but
boy.
We'll see. There it is in all its glory. It looks awesome. Smells awesome.
Why? Want to tell everybody why we're baking a pie so late?
Well,
it was 9:20
p.m. Yeah. So it was frozen, entirely frozen, and they said if it's going to be not refrigerated for 2 hours, then you have to cook it like right away, or bake it right away. Basically.
And you were like, okay.
Yeah. And we had an hour drive. But we hadn't even had our evening meal yet, so we had to stop for that. Yeah. And so, needless to say, by the time we got back here, it was over 2 hours later. So we had to bake it. Darn, darn, darn.
Let's call it a day.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up. See you next week.